One afternoon, a university student set out for a bike ride and never came home. From the moment she vanished, her disappearance sparked one of the largest search efforts the city had ever seen, quickly capturing national attention. Detectives chased thousands of tips and investigated hundreds of suspects. Yet every lead collapsed into another dead end. That is, until an unexpected turn revealed a chilling truth. Ardith was born on October 28, 1975, in St. John's, Canada. She later became the proud older sister to two younger brothers. Before the family settled in Ottawa, there Ardith attended Catholic school and later enrolled at university, studying history and philosophy. After earning her degrees, her passion for learning pushed her even further. She enrolled at another university near Toronto, working toward a PhD in philosophy. Ardith was deeply dedicated to her field. She dreamed of one day teaching at a prestigious university. Her professors often praised her intellect, remarking that conversations with Ardith felt more like speaking to a colleague than a student. Outside of academics, she lived an active life. She loved swimming, running, and cycling. She also dreamed of having a large family and was in a committed relationship, planning a future with her boyfriend. In the summer of 2003, at age 27, Ardith completed her PhD and returned home to Ottawa to spend 2 weeks with her family. Her university was about 300 miles away, making visits rare and difficult for such a close-knit family. She planned to make every moment count. On the morning of August 6th, Ardith woke up early and went for a run. Afterward, she prepared a strawberry dessert for her parents and brothers. Later that day, she and her mother planned to go shopping, but the weather forecast warned of heavy rain. Wanting to enjoy the clear skies while she could, Ardith decided to go for a quick bike ride first. She told her mother she'd be back in about an hour and a half, borrowed her brother's bike, and headed out. An hour and a half passed. Then the rain began to pour. Ardith still hadn't returned. Her mother assumed she had taken shelter and decided to wait. But as the rain stopped and more time passed, Ardith was still nowhere to be found. Growing anxious, her mother called her husband. He and their sons immediately went searching. They drove along Ottawa's Long Park Trail, a popular route for cyclists, and a place Ardith had known since childhood. But Ardith had never mentioned which route she planned to take. Despite searching thoroughly, they found no sign of her. As darkness fell, panic set in. More than 6 hours had passed. They feared the worst. The family contacted police, but authorities were slow to act. At 27, Ardith was considered an adult who may have chosen to leave on her own. Her family refused to wait. They contacted friends, neighbors, and anyone willing to help. Within hours, dozens of volunteers were searching bike paths across the city. Still, nothing. The biggest challenge was scale. Ottawa's trail network spans over 100 miles, and no one knew which path Ardith had taken. By the next morning, police officially joined the search and established a command post near the Aviation Museum, where several major trails converged. They appealed to the public for help. Photos of Ardith were shared across news outlets. The response was overwhelming. Hundreds of volunteers joined in. Mounted police, helicopters, and even military personnel were deployed. Within days, the search became one of the largest in Ottawa's history. Yet there was still no trace of Ardith. As tips poured in, several women came forward with unsettlingly similar stories. Each described encounters with a man along bike paths near the river. He appeared friendly at first, athletic and well-spoken. Then, without warning, his demeanor changed. Some women said he tried to pull them off their bikes and dragged them toward the woods. Using these accounts, investigators created a composite sketch of the suspect. At first, they chose not to release it publicly. They lacked evidence tying him directly to Ardith. Soon, more women came forward. Then came a critical tip. A 16-year-old girl reported that she had seen Ardith on the day she disappeared. She said she passed Ardith on the trail, then moments later heard a woman scream. When she looked back, she saw Ardith arguing with a man before he led her into the woods. The girl returned shortly after and noticed 2 bicycles on the ground and a hat hanging from a branch. Ardith was gone. This testimony changed everything. Police now believed Ardith had been abducted. They launched an intensive search of the park, bringing in divers to comb the river. Days later, a bicycle was recovered from the water. The serial number matched her brother's bike. Hope faded. That same day, police received a disturbing call. A frantic man claimed he had accidentally killed Ardith near the bike path. He said he buried her body near the riverbank and covered it with branches. The call was traced to a payphone in a nearby town, but investigators found no usable evidence. The next day, search dogs led police to a body near the river's edge, partially hidden beneath branches. The remains were later confirmed to be Ardith Wood. She had drowned after being held underwater. Her clothing was never recovered. Police released a composite sketch. New tips flooded in. Witnesses repeatedly mentioned one detail: an eagle tattoo on the man's shoulder. After months of dead ends, a suspect finally emerged. His name was Christopher Myers. He lived near the same payphone where the confession call had been made. He had a criminal record and matched the suspect description. At first, he denied everything and even passed an early polygraph, but new evidence kept surfacing. In 2006, Myers was arrested after attempting to assault another woman in a different city. He dropped his phone while fleeing. Police traced it straight back to him. That arrest reopened Ardith's case. Investigators re-examined his alibi. It fell apart. They confirmed he had enough time to be at the park the day Ardith vanished. When questioned again, his story changed repeatedly. Eventually, he admitted to being in the park and interacting with Ardith. Then he recanted. Then he changed the story again. Witnesses from unrelated assault cases identified him immediately. Under pressure, Myers confessed to multiple attacks. Finally, in 2008, he admitted to abducting Ardith, dragging her into the woods, and drowning her in the river. Christopher Myers pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and multiple sexual assaults. He received a life sentence, with the possibility of parole after 10 years. So far, every parole request has been denied. Experts believe he remains a high risk to reoffend. Ardith Wood's murder forever changed Ottawa. Women became afraid to walk or cycle alone. Community patrols and group rides formed to keep others safe. Though justice was eventually served, the loss of Ardith left a lasting scar. A brilliant life, full of promise, ended far too soon. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications. More deep dive true crime investigations are on the way.